Well, I've been working a lot. Like, girl, why'd you call me? I already hit that thing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ashley. If it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe and hit the post notification bell so you never miss my uploads. Welcome back if you're returning. Today we're just gonna have a little chit chat, and the topic today is you got ghosted. Now what? Why am I so dramatic? Okay, no, but for real. The topic today is you got ghosted. So most of us know that feeling when you're talking to a guy, you like him a lot. For some of y'all, he's really, really cute. Okay, my dress is not zipped in the back because I can't get it to zip by myself. So if you see my bra strap, just ignore it. But anyways, so a lot of us know that feeling when we're talking to a guy and we like him a lot, and then out of nowhere he just stops hitting us up, and you don't know why because he's too coward to say, right? But whole time, well, you may never find out why, but me, sometimes I'm an investigator, sometimes I'm not. So typically, I'll just go ahead and tell you, typically why they do that is because they already have a girlfriend, somebody that they've invested more into, they've spent more time with, or they just feel loyalty to them because they've been with them much longer than you. And there's usually something there that's being held over their head, whether it be a kid or they just like, I don't know, something they've invested in that person, whether it be money, gifts, meals, a car, scamming together. You really don't know. I basically just want to tell you guys what to do after you have a bad breakup, after you get ghosted. I mean, I've been there before too, where I felt literally sick to my stomach after breaking up with a boyfriend or just being ghosted by somebody. That's not a good feeling. It's a huge rejection, and nobody wants to feel rejected, okay? So here's just, a couple things that you can do. And I want to keep the video lighthearted. It's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? It's plenty of fish in the sea. Just remember that there is plenty fish in the sea. So I already kind of mentioned why people ghost. It could be they already have a relationship. Maybe they were on just a brief break from their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the case. They have a child with that person. You know what I'm saying? It could be so many different things. Like, guys have, and you could be like the baddest female too. Like, it's crazy with guys how they don't get attached. Like, you could really be the baddest female. It doesn't matter, and they will still ghost you if they have attachments. So, or another reason that I just thought of is like, that man could be getting taken care of by that female. So he really can't be with you in a long-term sense because like you require a lot, and they're trying to level up by getting with you, but they know they cannot fund you. You know what I mean? So they sometimes are being taken care of by another female. I know a couple of guys that are in situations like that, and it's typically guys that are really cute. And that's why I just don't care for dudes that is real cute like that. I really steer away from them, because guys that are cute and they know they're cute, they've always been cute their whole life, they've always been told they're cute, those guys are the worst guys to date because they know it. And that's their prize, that's their meal ticket. Like, guys can be models too, right? So you really got to think, like, why would a guy's, like, you see it all the time, like older women will be out and they'll be like, ugh, it is so weird, I don't know, I hope I don't be like this. They'll be like, ooh, let's just say like they have work friends and the work friend brings their son around and they know the son is like 20 years younger. They be doing that nasty like cat calling and being all extra thirsty, especially if they single or whatever. Some of them be having men because they man like can't get it up no more or whatever, and they ain't heat. So they start doing all that, and guys know when they've been cute their whole life. Guys know when they're attractive. Girl, that's the worst type of dude to get because they know it. And they just get a lot of different women based on their looks. They don't provide because they cannot, because they're actually broke. And that's how they scam. Also, another reason I think guys ghost girls is because you may not be giving up the sex, but you then again, if you're one of the females that gave up the sex too quickly, guys will ghost you because that was the whole thing that they wanted, was the sex. And let me tell you guys, oh my god, some guys have so much game, it's scary. Like the lies that they tell, they believe it, and it's almost, I don't know, it's so diabolical. It's just really weird. And I've been done like that before. Like I've been ghosted. It hurts your ego because it's like, you know, you're a really attractive female, you put a lot into your looks, you always try to level up, and you stay current, and you try to stay like shapely or whatever, and you also have a bomb personality. It really hurts your ego because it's like, okay, why couldn't he see that? So when guys do stuff like that, that's why women should expect a lot more from men, because men are not as dumb as they look, and they know exactly what they're doing. It's instinctive to them. It's not something that they have to learn all the time, even though they do pick up game here and there, but, or it depends on who raised them. But girl, men know exactly what to say and do to get in them draws, and that's all I'm gonna say. The last thing I wrote down could be a reason why you're getting ghosted could be that you gained weight. Now some guys like women to gain weight because they just like bigger women, or they're just attracted to bigger women. Some guys like women to gain weight because it takes them off the market. When you start to kind of lose yourself and get comfortable in a relationship, going out to eat a lot, not working out, that kind of boosts a guy's self-esteem. Not to bring you around his friends necessarily, but just to kind of, it just depends on what type of man you're dealing with. You get what I'm saying though. Some guys want you to kind of fall off because you look too damn good, you know what I mean? So that's why you got to keep it regulated. I would not, even though like that's a shallow thing, but some men are really actually like that. Like they will leave your ass if you start gaining weight, and they can get a pot belly and all that. But with men it's different. Like if you look at a man and he has a pot belly, it doesn't necessarily mean he's unkept and broke. Like he could actually have a lot of money. He could be somebody of a high status, and that can get in different places and open doors for you and himself, where you can benefit, excuse me, and move your process along a lot faster if you're trying to achieve something in a social networking aspect, or just in the community, lawyers, politicians, all kinds of stuff. Like when you understand all of that, and you understand the, you know, the hierarchy of everything, and when you kind of understand that and sit down and think about it, you benefit a lot from being with certain people, just as well as they benefit off of your looks. So yeah, keep yourself together. Okay guys, I had to tinkle. If you got ghosted and like you feel all heartbroken and whatnot, and you slept with him, and now you're beating yourself up, you feel like crap, you feel like you were in love, and you know you lost the love of your life, and you're hurt, and this, that, and the third. A lot of that has to do with the fact that we sleep with some of these guys. Well, yeah, we sleep with guys too fast. Like they haven't invested anything in a relationship. People have an issue with women requesting that guys get them things, gifts, spend money on them, give them money, pay bills, yeah, taking them on trips. Some guys have a problem with this, but there are guys that just do it. Like that's just part of the way that they court their women. That's just part of, like, they just hip to the game. Like if you have a beautiful woman, and I mean it costs to maintain that. It's just something that requires a lot of discipline. It requires a lot of products. That stuff is not cheap. That stuff costs. You would not believe how much that stuff costs. And I feel like it's an investment. Anything that a woman does to improve herself, going to the gym, applying makeup, dressing well, keeping your hair done, all those things cost. None of that stuff is free, like, at all. Well, you know, I've been working a lot. Like, girl, why'd you call me? You know I already hit that thing. And then keeping up with the trends of hairstyles, it's just a lot. And if a woman is doing all that, yeah, a lot of times, like, we do that for ourselves to look good, but you know, the guys approach us. So hey, you got to keep it together. Like, you got to take her to get her nails and toes done. You got to make her feel like a very special individual, okay? Because she's with you, which obviously makes you look like a very special individual. And you guys both just look really successful together. So it's a balancing act. It just doesn't make sense when you think about it. Like, if a guy is successful, wealthy, comfortable, why would his wife or a woman that he's courting, being seen out with? You know when a guy is serious about you because he takes you out places. He's seen out on the town with you. That makes people associate you two together, and in turn people automatically assume that you're an item. So that means that any other chance for any other guys or girls, even though some people still take the chance and do it anyways, but that pretty much eliminates all that. Like, that's a statement. It's like saying something without speaking. They're together. You know, it's assumed that you guys are an item. So that takes you off the market. Now, what you do on your personal time, that's between you, but it's an understanding that you two are together. So that means there's roles in that relationship. The man is the provider and the protector. So if you're just out here giving up the butt and you're getting ghosted, that's why. Like, straight up, that's probably why. More likely than not, that's why. Because the guy got the goal, he scored, and it didn't cost anything, and it was super easy. And once you do that, it's like, just chalk it up to the game and just try again. Don't do that again, because that's just, you don't want to do that. That's like the guy you can call, like, after the club. That's like the guy, like, he's not going to take you anywhere. If he does take you somewhere, it's like out of pity, or like it's just, you probably not going to hear from him. He going to give you this dry, sad story. Like, so that's what that's about. And it's like, a lot of times that guys will make us feel like, or it's just a learned thing or something you pick up, like, if you really like a guy, then you kind of just put out so he knows you really like him. And it shouldn't be that way. And I had to learn that the hard way, actually. But that is your most prized possession, ladies. That is your most prized possession. Like, it's a possession. It is. Like, I tried to convince myself for years, like, it's not a possession. You know, this is what you give someone that you love. That's not it. Keep that thing on lock and key until you know someone is ready to protect and provide for you. Okay? Whoop. That means that respect is there. You're going to issue that respect to him. He's going to issue respect to you. And it doesn't have to mean that he's in control of you. A successful, confident, secure man won't make you feel like that anyways. That man will know where home is. Like, he's not going to make you feel that way. If he's making you feel that way, he's a boy. He's a boy and that is unsure of himself, unsure of his power, unsure of his masculinity, unsure of his household, not sure if he can actually secure anything. Okay? Don't do it to yourself. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Because you don't want to look back in life and regret, like, why did this person get to have me this way? Why did this person get to have my most prized possession? Like, that doesn't belong to everyone. That's why guys will ask you how many people you've been with. Like, that is something that is very, very sacred. Penis ain't nothing that's sacred. Penis gets slang every which way. Yes, cat gets slang too, but it's different. It's just different. I promise you, it is way different. You know it, I know it. As much as we try to argue somebody down, it's just different. Once people associate you as that girl that just slings cat or it's just easy. Your value goes way, way down. So don't let people try to convince you otherwise. They just naive. They just naive. It's just, I don't know, it's on a case-by-case basis, honestly. Another thing that you need to do is do not call him. Do not call him, okay? He doesn't want you. He's not interested in you, okay? Consider it a dodged bullet. That's how I had to start looking at situations. I had to start telling myself, ooh, well, you know, yes, I missed this, and this about the person, but ooh, this, and this was horrible. Thank God I dodged that bullet. Like, it's somebody else's problem now. It's no longer your problem. It's no longer your headache. You can move on to something new. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm in the car now. Let me just sum this up though, okay? Don't ever feel bad. I know I still do it. I get a lot done for me though, so sometimes I feel bad asking for something else, but I really shouldn't, because these men expect your cat. They honestly do. They feel like it's theirs. They feel like it's yeah, they feel like it's theirs, because what are they always saying? Like, whose cat is this? Whose is this? Whose is this? Whose is? They want to know that they have ownership over your body part and you, and where you go, and who you're with. And as much as they want to deny it, it's true. A lot of my information I just learned over the years, but if you want to reference like on a deeper level, on like an advanced level of like leveling up and things of that nature, I'm gonna link 2 channels down below, just to shed some light upon, because especially if you're older. See, okay, here, this is perfect. Okay, so one person is younger, one person is in the middle, which would be me, and then the last person, which is advanced, is only about probably 7 or 8 years older than me. So it's a good reference from young to middle to oldest, if you guys want to reference like self-worth. Like, if you're a woman and you want to know like what you should be asking for from a man or anything, like this woman breaks it down Barney style. Like, it's just a little bit too advanced for me, because some stuff I'm just not on a certain level like that. But it's definitely possible. It just so happened that I'm in a relationship, so you know, it's just on a different level. But some people are definitely ready for that. So if you're definitely like leveled up, or got, you know, you got yourself together, you looking good and stuff, and you're ready for, and you like, I mean, you look really, really good, then you can go ahead and check her out. Ooh, or you wanna level up like 100%, you can check her out. But anyways, make sure you check out those channels. But as far as me, I've always thought this way, like, about guys. I feel like when I was younger, I used to do too much too fast, but I definitely learned my lesson about that. And all I want really is stability, protection. Like, I already know the feeling of being like deeply, deeply in love, like, and it's not what I thought it was. So instead of just being scorned and bitter, I just asked for different things in a relationship now, and my expectations are a little bit different. They're a little bit higher in a lot of ways, but not so much clingy and needing so much reassurance and validation from a man like I used to, because I hadn't found myself yet, because I was young. And then a guy is there to, at that time, a guy was there to kind of validate me, make me feel awesome. But in return, he got what he wanted, you know what I mean? And I was left kind of just feeling used and abused. So to avoid that, you have to make sure that that guy is serious about you and he invests in you. Otherwise, you're more than likely going to get ghosted and played and end up paying a man's bills and looking like crazy. That's something that I don't do now. I will never pay a man's bills. Like, I loaned a man money one time in my life, and it was the biggest mistake that I ever made. Like, it felt so dirty. I just was like, I'm better than this now. This I'm better than. I just was never raised that way. That's really weird to me. I don't even know why I did that. Like, I guess I just started feeling really bad for that person because their whole life was just falling apart, or they made it seem that way. But anyways, the last thing that you guys need to do if you're planning on leveling up, leaving guys alone, focus on yourself, unless a guy is serious about you and investing in you, and you know, things of that nature, you need to go get you a dildo. Okay, you need to go down there and get you a good non-battery operated dildo, so something you can plug in the wall to charge. Invest in yourself on that one, because that's gonna help you and save you a whole lot of time. Time is money. If a dude want to sit in your face all night long, that, hey, time is money. You could have been using that time to do something else to get you some money, and I don't like it. So get you a dildo so you can, you know, satisfy your little sexual cravings or whatever if you get them. Really, I don't, when I'm on my paper chase, when I'm like really grinding out, it's hard for me to focus on wanting some peen. Like, it'd be the last thing on my mind. That's why if a dude come at me on some, if I was single and a dude come at me on some, like, he trying to take me out, this and the third, okay, take me out, but I'm still not going to give you no cooch. Like I said, I was focused. Unless you finna put me on the payroll and alleviate some of this stress, like 90% or better, then I can't fool with you. Like, I have to do what I have to do. I have to remain focused, and some guys will respect that. Some guys will help you out and respect that, and just being in your presence is like what they crave. So the sex is really optional with some guys, but that's far and in between, because even those guys still expect something, and it's like, I don't care if you give it up, but just give it up on your terms. Like, don't feel pressured, and even if a guy is giving you something, like investing in you money wise and things of that nature, still don't feel pressured to sleep with him. Like, tell him, you're not buying my kitty. Like, you're just showing me that you're serious about me and, you know, my dreams, etc. And you care that much about me that you would rather see me fast track or accomplish my goals than be out here struggling or working a job that I hate, taking time away from my kid or time away from you. You would rather help. So the choice is yours, but I just want to talk to you guys and give you guys those tips or whatever, some things that I've done in my past. And if you guys like this type of video, let me know. If you guys have any additional questions, let me know. But I want to definitely give you guys, you know, a little game here and there, because it's just, you know, getting a little bit older, and a lot of things I'm starting to realize now that I never even thought of when I was younger. And I definitely want to put that energy out there and just keep it real, because sometimes people cannot decipher or code through what you're saying. Like, I'm just going to give it to you real, and I'm going to give you references if I'm not covering something or you need something more than what I'm giving you, because I'm definitely not a hater hoe. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will definitely see you in my next video. Until next time, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notifications, and stay leveled up, girl. Bye.